Hello and welcome. This is It's Always About Love, and I'm life coach Lee Evans. I'm here with psychotherapist Lisa Logan. Lisa has been in private practice for many years, and today she brings all of that wisdom and experience to help you. We are here to answer your relationship questions. It's our desire to help you and make what you learn from this podcast usable in your life right now. Do you have something that's bothering you and want to share it? Send an email to its always about love, the number 1 at gmail.com. Well, we're about to get started, and Lisa would like to share something with all of us, me and you, the listeners. Are you there, Lisa?
I am. I'm right here. Hi, Lee.
Hi.
Listen, I'm thinking unless we get all kinds of letters saying you don't want to hear this, I will read this at the beginning of each of our programs. So I'm starting right now. Our firmest advice to all men or women who are thinking of leaving your marriage because of your feelings for another is to consider this. Please consider this. What you actually need to do is to work out your issues with your children's father or their mother to learn what love is and then to learn to love him or her one more time. This is why. And it has to do with those of you who love more than those you love, those of you. Yes, those of you who love these children more than anything in the world, your children. If you will stop what you're doing and focus instead on what love is, how you once felt about the man or woman you are now considering leaving for another, you won't ever regret it because there is something else at stake that matters more to you than anything else ever can. No future significant other will care as much about your beautiful, well-loved children as you and their father or mother do. No, let me say that again. No future significant other, the person that you're thinking about leaving your marriage for, will care as much about your beautiful, well-loved children as you and their father or their mother do. And yes, you deserve to have a life, but Lee and I can assure you that several years from now, your children will be more important to you than this current person is. And a life with children who have withdrawn from you will be more painful than you can ever imagine, possibly because you traded their father or their mother for someone who wasn't capable of loving them as their actual parent was. This is a guarantee we make to you, and we love you for considering our words. Thank you for letting us do that tonight, Lee.
Yes.
And how are you, Lee?
I am good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Yes. My life is going good right
Good.
now, so I'm feeling good.
I'm glad to hear that, honey.
Why, thank you. And I really appreciate the words you spoke. Something just kind of caught my ear. And it's when you say, yes, you deserve a life, but Lee and I can assure you that several years from now, your children will be more important to you than the current person you are wanting to leave your marriage for.
Right.
I thought that was, yeah.
It's true. How can? I mean, I know that there are good assistant parents out there. I know that that's true. But by and large, children belong with their actual parents. They do. And unless their mother or father is being physically abusive to them, then they belong with the two of you. That's what's best for your kids, moms. and dads, and really this is happening. I think I've only come across a few fathers whose wives have left them, and they're now with oh, what am I saying? I don't know. Anyway, we care about you, so we have to say what we think is best. But we're not judging you. If you're truly wanting to leave your relationship, then we support you in that. We'll do everything we can to help you, right, Lee?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, we're not going to judge you. We're just making this suggestion. And I hope you don't mind listening to it every day. I think it's good for you to hear.
Yes.
It's good. Take your medicine. Oh, Lord. So, what are we going to do tonight,
Well, we've
Lee?
got email from one of our listeners. So if you're ready, I can read it. Okay.
I'm ready. Are the rest of you ready? Are you ready? I'm just being corny. Yes,
Okay.
we're ready.
Okay.
Go ahead, honey.
Here we are. I'm feeling really lost and just found your podcast, so I hope you can help. I am 18 years old and a student with exams coming up shortly.
Ah,
3 weeks ago, my ex broke up with me out of the blue, saying she couldn't be in a relationship at the moment. We had been in a relationship for 6 months, and it was serious, and I had no idea what happened. I thought I was so good to her and never upset her. That's so sweet. I know that before we broke up, she was really stressed with exams, extra school commitments, and living at home. She lives with her mother, who suffers from depression, and my girlfriend says she doesn't get the break that she needs. She said she doesn't want to lose me. I had just short of 3 weeks with no contact until I sent her a message wishing her luck for her exam a few days ago. But I have not heard from her since. I really want her back. I know our love was real and it was strong. I've spent so much time trying to work out what to do, and I'm feeling unmotivated for my own exams. I just don't know what to do now. Advice would be much appreciated.
Okay. I bet you're thinking that this is a fellow, right?
I am thinking that, yes.
Yeah. It might be another girl. This might be two women together.
That's possible, yes.
And I needed to say that because I thought about it and I went, wait a minute. We're assuming that this is a fellow. It may not be. And they may not be telling us that this is their girlfriend and they're a girl at the same time. Just saying that, Lee. Okay, I want us to broaden our horizons and be open to the possibility and stop, thinking that we assume that this is a heterosexual relationship. It may be a gay relationship.
Right.
Good for us. Okay. So, how long have they been together? Did you get that?
6 months. We have been in a relationship for 6 months.
Okay. Because I missed that. What do you think, Lee?
Well, you've already got me because I didn't think that. I jumped automatically.
Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference?
It does kind of because of the way things are stated, like the mom saying the mom suffers from depression, and there's just certain things in there that make me think maybe you're onto something. And I think this is just my guidance and suggestion is to give the relationship a break for now and see what happens and focus on exams. So back to you, Lisa.
But I agree, and that's what I was going to say. There's nothing wrong with any of this. The girlfriend isn't saying anything, isn't answering, because she's studying a lot for the test. And you, young woman or young man, good for us, really. I'm not saying good for us because I try to stay very open with that. But I thought, we don't know. We don't have a picture of the two of them. So we don't know who we're dealing with, and it's good for us. Listen, if you're two women and you're writing to us, it's fine. And you can tell us that you're two women. If you're two men, it's just fine, you guys. We're fine. A relationship is a relationship, and I want you, here's something else. You millennials, because that's what the two of you are, you have written to us. You're millennials, isn't that right? I think so. And you think that you're different. You have the same problems that Lee and I had back when we were in new relationships or when we were in college. We are all the same. Wanting to be in love is wanting to be in love, is wanting to be in love.
Yes.
Got it, Lee? Yeah, it's true. So I'm glad, though, that I brought up the fact that it very well could be two women or two men in this. No, two women then, because she did say
right.
Her. But if it's a man and a woman, that's fine. We're okay. I just want us to make all of you aware that there are different couples.
I heard now. And, you can choose also what nationality you want to be. So I have chosen to be American Indian. I just heard that on my radio. It said in something with a governmental office here that you can choose what gender you identify with, and you can choose your race that you identify with. So I decided I wanted to be American Indian.
Well, you better ask the American Indians how they feel about that.
I just wanted to throw that out there because of what you were saying.
They may not want you, little white
that's
girl.
Right. I am pretty light. Yes.
I have great admiration for Native Americans. I really do. And I come from an area up outside of Seattle where they were so deep in their spiritual walk. Beautiful. I admired them. And at one point, I went through, not with them, but down in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I went through, what's it called, Lee, where you all are in a hot something. I'm sorry, I forget. It was quite something. I'd like to tell you, Lee and I've gotten off the subject, or I'm getting off the subject. I sat with a medicine woman who'd invited me to come with her, and I sat in the gathering of Native people. There were children in there, but within about 5 or 10 minutes, all of the women except the one woman who'd invited me and me got up and left, and they took their children with them. And I stayed for the ceremony that we were going to go through. It was so hot in there, but I wanted to stay. So what I ended up doing, I couldn't open my eyes. The minute I did, they dried up, and that wasn't good, and I knew it. But I put my face down in the dirt, and I stayed that way for the rest of the ceremony. It was a beautiful experience. I'll never regret it. But my aunt came to me in a vision and said, I want you out of here. You don't belong here. And I thought, that's prejudice against Native Americans. And I said, no, I'm staying with these people. I have great admiration for them. And I did, and they teased me when I left. I had several visions of animals, and it was quite beautiful. And when I left, the medicine man said, next time we'll have it hotter. I thought, oh my God,
It was a sweat lodge. It was a sweat lodge.
Yeah, sweat lodge. Thank you. It was a beautiful
Wow.
experience. There was another time when I was at it was like a course that they had at a local college, but the minute I got, well, the day before I'd gone, and a woman in a beautiful white suit, she was talking, and I thought, this is not what I'm here for. It was a waste of my time. I got up and left. I didn't care that I'd paid a lot of money to go there. But the next day, I came in, and a woman was standing on the stage with a drum, and she was just beating on the drum. And I sat down right in the front row, and I closed my eyes, and she said to me, "I want you to go down instead of up, Lee." And so I looked at her, and she was talking to me. So I said, "I will." And as she encouraged everyone to relax, I went down. I've never had that experience before. And when I got down, there was a wolf waiting for me there. He wrapped me in skin, in fur, and he told me that he's there always to take care of me. And that was interesting because my dog back then, was a German Shepherd. And anytime wolves would come on our television, I'd say, "Cassie, watch, these are your ancestors. Sit here and watch with me." So we'd sit together in front of the television, and she'd be quiet. She was fascinated by the wolves. She understood that. She's gone now. I love her, but I miss her terribly. Anyway, it was a beautiful experience, Lee. And I was experiencing a form of another plane, but the plane of being down. Nothing wrong with it at all. It was beautiful, and it was incidental to Native Americans. It isn't a part of our faith necessarily. I was glad that they taught me. So we need to go back to this couple, whether they be two women or a man and a woman. Lee, and the reason that I thought about it is because this sounded more like a woman was writing.
Yes, I agree with you. Once you said that, I do.
Yeah. Okay, good. So Lee, I don't have a lot to say. I'm recommending to this person, man or woman, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. It's been good for us, Lee and I, to open up to this right now. But I want to recommend, just as Lee does, that you stop and leave her be. This is a lot of pressure with her studying right now, your girlfriend. And I think that you need to study, and what you're doing is you're putting your importance on what's going on with her, and that has to do with you being rejected when you're not being rejected. Do you feel that this person is being rejected, Lee?
No, I don't feel that.
Okay.
I feel that the person said they can't be in a relationship because and actually the writer states the reasons that were given. It was exams, extra commitments at school, and one of the things was living at home, and her mother suffers from depression. And she also said that the girlfriend doesn't get a break. So she's overwhelmed.
Yeah. Leave her be right now, honey. That's better for your relationship and the longevity of your relationship. And just turn it over. Aha, Lee, turn it over. And trust, that it's going the way it's supposed to. Try to focus on yourself rather than your lover.
I agree.
I'm so glad, babe. I love doing this with you. I sure do.
I do too.
You do? You love doing it with you too? Yeah. Thanksgiving's coming in just a couple of weeks. but we'll be talking about that more in our Forsaken Parents group. Do you want to talk about that group,
I
Lee?
can.
Yeah, our
We have
YouTube.
a YouTube group. It's called
Not a group. I'm sorry. Our daily
YouTube
videos. Sorry.
videos, and they're called Forsaken Parents Today, and they're numbered. The first one we have is 1, so it's Forsaken Parents Today 1, starring Lisa Logan and myself as a moderator. And we ask you to go over there. The YouTube Forsaken Parents Today, those words will be in the comments below on this podcast. So if you want to go over and look at it on YouTube, you can. And I tried it myself. And if you go to YouTube and you do a search and do Forsaken Parents with a S, plural, today, you will pull up one that live event that Lisa has done and another live event that both of us have done. And
I'm gonna delete the one that I did, aren't I?
Yes, you were.
I didn't like it.
But there'll be Forsaken Parents with the S, plural, today. 1. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that way they're sequenced, so we can reference back. And they'll be titled down in the description area, is what we're planning on doing. So we invite you all to come over and see us, or see Lisa.
Yeah. But what it is about is mothers and fathers who have been rejected by one of their adult children. And if you are a person who has rejected one of your parents or both of them, then this will be good for you because you're of the age where many of you are rejecting one or both of your parents. So you'll learn from us anyway. Anything else? Feels strange today. Usually we don't have enough time.
But this is good, and no, we're good. I want to thank everyone. Yeah,
I'm glad I'm good.
Too. Good too, and that I'm good. I want to thank our listeners, and as always, we haven't had good luck with our music. I hope you all forgive us, but we will be back Monday. We'll see you then. But until that time, remember, it's always about love.
Always
and we love you. Say good night.
We do.
Good night, everyone.